Stop scrolling right now. You watch K-pop Demon Hunters. You love the viral music and the action. You even caught the big twist. But here's the thing. You probably only saw half the movie. Seriously though, this movie is way more than just a fun ride. The way they made it, they meticulously threaded in deep Korean history and big story clues that most people totally missed. They didn't just smash K-pop and mythology together, they perfectly blended them. So we're not wasting any time on Easter eggs. We're digging up 10 next-level hidden details buried in the movie. And yes, they're harder to spot than that one sock you lost in the laundry. But before we dive in, a warning. Watch out for hidden detail number 8. That one reveals an unbalance in the entire Hunter system that basically guarantees a sequel. You'll want to stick around for that. Hidden detail number 1. The secret Grim Reapers. Speaking of rivals, the Saja boys, you thought their name was just good K-pop branding, right? Because Saja means lion in Korean, which is why their fans are the pride. Makes sense. Wrong! This is the ultimate hidden in plain sight clue. Saja is also shorthand for Josong Saja, which is the Korean Grim Reaper. They are terrifying mythological figures who come to collect souls, and that is exactly why their final outfits, the long black coats, the high collars, the tall, stovepipe hats are so intentional. The look is directly based on the mythological Grim Reaper. Think about the contrast. They sell themselves as fierce, powerful pop idols, lions, but their true identity is that they are soul-stealing messengers of death or gwi-ma. It's the kind of dark irony that just elevates the whole movie. They are literally your favorite idol and the Grim Reaper all at once. Pretty twisted stuff. Hidden detail number 2. Gwi-ma's shirt. Blink and you'll miss it. But gwi-ma's shirt is doing the most. At first glance, it looks like a knockoff Metallica tee, but look closer. The letters spell out his own name, gwi-ma, in jagged metal font, screaming, "Rock God." Now check the logo underneath, a demon maw swallowing light. That's not random art. It's literally his brand of devouring idols, consuming souls, turning stardom into food. Dude's wearing the business model on his chest. Hidden detail number 3. The tiger and magpie's ancient joke. Okay, time for a little levity. Let's talk about the real stars, Derpy Tigers and Susie Magpie. Their banter is hilarious, but their existence is one of the deepest cultural nods in the film. These two are taken directly from Hojokdo, a beloved style of Korean folk painting. In the art, the tiger wards off evil and the magpie brings good news. In fact, you often see this duo hanging on the doors of traditional Korean homes for protection. But here's the lore bomb. In many of those paintings, the tiger was depicted as clumsy or foolish to subtly mock the arrogant ruling class. The clever magpie represented the common people, getting a laugh at authorities' expense. So when you see the tiger looking like a lovable idiot and the magpie constantly snarking at him, that's not random comedy. It's the filmmakers continuing a centuries-old social joke through modern animation. How cool is that? Hidden detail number 4. The missing fourth guardian. Okay, here is the absolute wildest clue the directors planted. The one that proves the sequel wasn't just hoped for, but was planned for from the start. It's hiding in the core mythology of the team. And speaking of sequels, we actually discussed this missing guardian in our theory video. Here's exactly what K-pop Demon Hunters 2 will have, so check that out for more information. Anyway, the entire Hunter world is based on the 4 guardians of Sino-Korean mythology. And guess what? The hunters we have perfectly align with 3 of them: Rumi, White Tiger, Zoe, Azure Dragon, and Mira, Black Tortoise. But there are 4 guardians. Who's missing? The Vermilion Bird of the South, whose color is red or fiery orange. This missing guardian, this 4th color, is the deliberate hole in the entire prophecy. It's the reason the team feels incomplete, and it's a giant blinking sign pointing directly toward Demon Hunters 2. But who do you think this 4th person is? Some theories suggest Rumi may have a twin sister. Let me know your theories in the comments. Hidden detail number 5. Hanbok and fight gear. At first glance, the hunter's outfit just looked like next-level stage glam with glitter and sass. But look closer. The design team quietly rooted their battle gear in hanbok, Korea's traditional dress. See those wide sleeves? They're pulled straight from ceremonial gowns. The high waist and layered skirts? This shows the royal court fashion. Even the curve of their combat boots mimics gomusin, old rubber shoes worn for centuries. Why does this matter? Because it's not cosplay, it's a legacy. Every stitch ties the girls back to Korea's history of queens, warriors, and cultural guardians. Hidden detail number 6. The demon contracts. Freeze frame the contracts and you'll spot twisted Hanja characters. The ancient writing system used for centuries, especially for important documents, philosophy, and contracts. They carry this weight of tradition and authority. There were words like bind, sacrifice, soul. So every glowing scroll the villains whip out, it's not just spooky art, it's cursed legal documents. Hidden detail number 7. Truth behind gwi-ma's tattoos. Remember those glowing marks crawling up gwi-ma's arm? They're not random, cool villain designs. They're modeled after munjado, a traditional Korean art style where calligraphy forms pictures, often to teach virtues like loyalty, courage, or wisdom. But here's the twisted flip. In the movie, his tattoos don't spell virtues. They spell commands like fear, dominate, obey. When you slow it down, you can see them flare brightest whenever he steals an idol's energy or binds a soul. The wild part, the tattoos actually spread. Every time he feeds on someone, another strip of text creeps up his arm, like his body is the contract itself. By the time we hit the final battle, his arm is practically filled with a whole essay of curses. Hidden detail number 8. The Irwo of Bongdo stage. Now for the final hidden detail. You know, that epic final concert stage where Huntrix sings Golden? The one with a huge stylized mountain backdrop with the sun and the moon? It looks gorgeous, right? But it's not just a cool set design, it is arguably the most important piece of visual folklore in the entire movie. That painting is called Irwor o Bongdo, the painting of the sun, moon, and 5 peaks. And this screen was only ever placed behind one thing, the king's royal throne during Korea's Joseon dynasty. This painting wasn't just decoration, it symbolized the king's cosmic power and the balance of the universe. The sun and moon represented the king and queen. So, by placing this ancient, hyper-specific symbol of Korean royalty behind the girls in their final battle, the filmmakers are making a statement. Huntrix aren't just pop idols. They are the spiritual and cultural royalty of this world. It elevates them from simple demon hunters to the legitimate mythic rulers of the spiritual balance. A subtle but powerful message that was right there on stage the whole time. Hidden detail number 9. The secret behind the weapons. Remember how we were just talking about the 4 guardians? Well, the movie didn't just hint at them. They flat out made the weapons a hint to that ancient myth. When the hunters call out their gear, it's not just cool-sounding anime flair, it's cultural references. Zoe's fan is related to the Azure Dragon, while Mira's spear carries the name of Hyunmu, the Black Tortoise. Even Rumi's blade hints at the White Tiger. Since these girls are not just fighting and instead also inheriting legendary heirlooms. It's less like summoning a weapon and more like picking up your ancestor's crown. Hidden detail number 10. The final battle in the Exorcism soundtrack. Okay, pause your next rewatch and crank up the volume during that final showdown. You hear the awesome pop anthem, right? Now listen closer. Underneath that banger, there's a low, rhythmic, almost hypnotic chanting. It's not English, it's not standard Korean, it's patterned after Sino-Korean Buddhist sutras, the same ancient prayers monks used during real-deal exorcisms. Think about what that means. The hunters weren't fighting alone. The filmmakers literally wove a spiritual chorus, a layer of divine reinforcement, right into the soundtrack. While we are hearing a killer pop song that gets us pumped, the demons are hearing something completely different. The sound of a holy army singing them straight into oblivion. It makes that final fight so much deeper, doesn't it? See, you thought you knew the movie. Now you know the blueprint behind the movie. It's just amazing how much the writers and animators respected the source material, embedding history and prophecy in every single frame. You can't unsee any of it now. Every charm, every Grim Reaper coat, every folk art reference. It all adds up to a masterpiece of cultural storytelling. So I have to ask you, which of these hidden secrets was the biggest, wait, what? Moment for you. Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you want to unlock more cinematic secrets, you know the drill. Hit that like button and subscribe. Your legendary hunter status demands it.